shoe brand that I personally have been shopping for at least 10 years that I know of, maybe even more. We're kind of like, how do we stand? Are we holding hands? You know the drill. But it's nice to have you here.
It's great to be back.
You are the vice president of this amazing company that I feel like has really taken fashion-forward shoes to a whole other comfort level. And you've done it in a silhouette for this season that is really and truly a must-have. This is a leather cutout muled heel, which is pretty awesome. You go everywhere, shop any catalog right now, and this is the basis of every single clothing collection for its wearability. We have it all leather, 3 easy payments of $32. We have it in the whiskey, which is the color that I have here, and that's gonna be 6 through 9.5 and 10 and 11 medium widths only. Next up, we have the white. And I do not have to tell you, you know, as a woman, like finding the right bra, finding the perfect white shoe is a next to none feat, and I feel like this falls into that category. In this white, we have 5.5, 7 through 9.5, and 10 and 11. And then our final color choice, like the little black dress that you always want and need, you need a great black shoe. Very limited in this one, 5.5, 7.5, 8.5 through 9.5, and 10 and 11. But we don't have a lot of these to go around in general, and they've been extremely popular. But tell us about this silhouette, because you guys really, I feel like, put something that was in demand in a very wearable, interesting way.
Well, I think that you see that it has a really high curve to the vamp.
Yes.
And that's very flattering on the foot and on the leg, and it makes everybody look a lot longer and more slender.
Thank you.
So it's a really good cut, and as you mentioned, the cutouts, that's the new fashion treatment of the season. So you're seeing a lot of it in ready to wear, and here we're just doing it in the accessories.
Well, and which is really nice, because especially when you're talking about a leather shoe, you get that breathability factor.
Absolutely.
And I mean, not to mention with the extra height, you are looking at a 3.5-inch stacked heel, but I'm telling you, one of the reasons when you think about you've been shopping the same shoes for 10 years, there's a reason. You guys have comfort features in here that I don't think other brands think to do when it comes to these heights or these silhouettes.
I'm glad you mentioned that. One of them is the super flexibility of the sole.
Yeah.
And that's done in rubber, and that's great for shock absorption. It's great for anti-slip, especially when you're wearing a heel.
Absolutely, and I like that you have good grips on there, because sometimes heels are naturally slippery. You never have to worry about that with the rubber soles.
That's correct. Also, we have a complete heel-to-toe memory foam inner sole. And memory foam's great because it's like stepping on a pillow.
It is.
And don't we all want to feel like that when we're walking?
Well, I'd love to walk on clouds, but the reality is you just fall right on through. Well, so why not have that same technology built into your shoe?
Right, so this is the next best thing. And memory foam never compresses. So if you're on your feet for 6 hours, it's going to come back. If you're wearing the shoe every day, it's going to never wear out. And that's the beauty of memory foam.
Well, you know, it's so funny. I had a pair of Me Too's, I think I was telling you, they were a lavender flat that I had for 7 years. I mean, that was one of my go-tos, and I think that's what's so nice, because again, that leather laser cutout that you love, the peep toe that's so sweet and feminine at the same time, that beautiful stacked heel that's visually interesting, but at the bottom of it, what difference does a good-looking shoe make if it's not comfortable? And when you're talking about memory foam from heel to toe and not having to think about your shoes all day, this is the time to get to the phones for 3 easy payments of $32. And I have to let you know, we have fewer than 400 to go around and are starting to get extremely limited. So this is that time, you know, with shoes, once they're gone for a season, you're lucky if you can even get it back the next year, because of course there's manufacturing, it's like the year turnaround, and no matter how much we beg, we just can't get them back. So today's gonna be the last day that you're gonna be able to get that easy pay, if it lasts, of course.
That's correct. So let's talk about one other feature that we have in all our Me Too shoes.
Okay.
And that's this little gel pad that we put in the heel.
Oh.
So that massages your heel as you're walking.
Yes.
And imagine in a dress shoe, you have all the comfort of something that's much more casual. So between the flexibility, the memory foam, and the gel pad that you're pointing out, how comfortable are you going to be in this beautiful dressy silhouette?
Well, and I think this could be the game changer for a lot of women who say, you know what, I'm not sure that I feel that comfortable in a heel. Because if you think about it, a lot of times when you wear heels, there is no support built in. It is meant to be a looker, and that is it. This is a looker, and it's got that comfort feature that makes it so that you get that extra piece of height with, of course, not sacrificing the fashion at all. Here is your whiskey, obviously a beautiful medium brown. Next up, your white. How incredible. And it's not so bright. This is kind of that off-white that even I would see wearing into the fall as
Yes.
well, which is perfect.
This is the new neutral of the season, this off-white.
It's almost like a bone
It's
color.
almost like a bone, very neutral, goes with anything.
And then we have your black. So we have a few dozen remaining in the black, and that's gonna be it. But when you have the must-have silhouette of the season, it's always nice when you get to bring it home affordably. And in leather, there's something about a leather shoe that you just know you have really good taste in shoes.
Absolutely, and it only gets better as you wear it.
I agree.
So enjoy it.
I agree. And honestly, slip these on when you get home because I've been wearing them all hour and I feel like I don't have shoes on, which is pretty great. So all things considered, last day for that easy pay of $32. It's 8264780. Well, it was sure nice to meet
Thank
you
you
and
so
talk
much.
to you.
Thank you
And
very
by the
much.
way, I meant to tell you earlier, I like your glasses.
Thank you very much.
The green looks good with the suit. We'll say he
Fabulous.
planned it.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Take care.
Thank you.
Hey, here's my pick of the show. It's 6